only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we continue with wildcard weekend with what should be a great one between the Portland Snowhawks and the London Bulldogs. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. And I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. They find some open field here. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, 32 yards. And the Snowhawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Throwing to start the drive. Youngblood. This pass out wide to Hall. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
3 yards remain for second down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
70. 65, trap 50, trap 50.
On first and 10, Youngblood. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Youngblood. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
47.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Snowhawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
14. Bulldogs, nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The offense back back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Off the play fake. Youngblood into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Snowhawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0.
Bulldogs, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked, down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half, they've got to turn things around quickly. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Operating from the gun, Youngblood. He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Let's go now. 19 right.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ready.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Going to run again here with Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play action now. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Snowhawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Youngblood. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Teams talk all the time about stretching the defense, and nothing stretches the field more than a deep ball. And I mean a deep ball. That one didn't connect, but certainly they'll be back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Youngblood. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here we go. 18 Cardinals.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Youngblood. He finds his man. Complete. That's Delgado. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Looking to throw on second down. Youngblood. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Youngblood. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Juwan Johnson from 13 yards out. And the Bulldogs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. From the 31, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speech, jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Snowhawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on first down. Youngblood. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Damone Clark. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A 59-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun. Youngblood under pressure. They got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Youngblood. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A first down throw for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Youngblood. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Youngblood. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 154 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott off play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Snowhawks just continue to roll. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the jump.
Now Hall to start the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
To throw on 2nd down. Youngblood. Pressure comes and down he goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Back to throw. Youngblood. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can...
Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time expires. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Youngblood. He's going to let it go again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Snowhawks add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Come on. 70, move.
Off play action. Youngblood. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
60 Bobcats.
To throw on 3rd down. Youngblood complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Youngblood. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The end result, 21 yards. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the 4th quarter, with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Get it? 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
35-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here's Hall again. And the ball is knocked out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Hurry.
On 3rd down, Youngblood. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Micah Parsons bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards to go on second down. Now a give here to Pollard. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where do we stand right now in the fourth quarter? This one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll be corralled right around the 34. Getting into the playoffs.